Hello everyone, my name is Pete Drake, and I'm going to play some songs for you. So I've got a pile of songs here, and we'll try and rattle through as many as we can. This is the title track to an album I released a couple of years ago now. It's called The Professional Drawer Person, and it's a song about people who draw pet portraits for a living. Yeah. Anyway, it goes something like this. Things haven't been the same since Frank died, and I didn't know what to do. So I picked up a pen and some paper, and I drew and I drew and I drew. I drew my loyal companion and stuck him in a frame. Everyone who came round to visit me asked if I'd do the same. The professional drawer person, doing it just for you. I'll draw your pets before you take him to the vets. Please form an orderly queue. Please don't call me an artist, don't assume that title on me. I'm not a Cezanne or a Degas or a David Hockney. Sometimes I draw a doggy, sometimes I draw a cat. Sometimes I draw a budgie, and sometimes I draw a rat. The professional drawer person, doing it just for you. I'll draw your pets before you take him to the vets. Please form an orderly queue. I'll come and draw your farmyard animals, even when they're fallen ill. I'll draw your pig and I'll draw your cock if the bloody thing would just stay still. Sometimes I draw a goldfish and sometimes I draw a lemur. I've drawn some spiders' legs straight after drawing your beaver. The professional drawer person, doing it just for you. I'll draw your pets before you take him to the vets. Please form an orderly queue. And I don't just draw your animals, I draw life models as well. So if you want to pose for me, you'll see me portfolio grow. Sometimes I draw a lady, and sometimes I draw a man. I can do a nice blue rinse if you want me to paint your nan. The professional drawer person, doing it just for you. I'll draw your bits and your hairy armpits if you want me to draw you too. The professional drawer person, doing it just for you. I'll draw your pets before you take him to the vets. Please form an orderly queue. I'll draw your pets whilst they're on their last legs and I turn your horse to glue. Cheers! Thank you very much. It's been a while since I've played that one, as you can probably tell. So I'll just take my capo off. I'll do this one next. It's about our Isle of Axholme community page on the old Facebook, and yeah, it's an interesting place to be at any time of the year, I suppose. Yeah, and it's called the Isle of Axholme community page. Here we go. There's horse poo on the pavement, people parking on the path, people using too much water when they take a bath. There's children doing wheelies in the middle of the road, hanging out in car parks, not doing as they're told. So if you're mad or in a rage, get yourself on the community page, the Isle of Axholme community page. There's parcels left in dustbins at my neighbours next door, and I haven't spoke to Sheila since 1984. We've got a skate team using the field near the school. The bus drivers are lunatics, they drop me off near Goole. So if you're mad or in a rage, get yourself on the community page, the Isle of Axholme community page. We've a stolen for sale sign, they found it at the church. There's missing cockapoodles, can we start a search? We've speeding white van drivers, but I didn't get the reg. He was looking up some driveways and he wasn't buying veg. So if you're mad or in a rage, get yourself on the community page, the Isle of Axholme community page. There's overhanging bushes taking up too much space. My granny's in a wheelchair and it hit her in the face. We've a really nasty smell that's hanging in the air. I like to hang my washing out and it's just not bloody fair. So if you're mad or in a rage, get yourself on the community page, the Isle of Axholme community page. It's even a war zone up there in the sky. I built Donald's wall, I built it nice and high. I wanted to sunbathe with all my tackle out, but nothing is private with all them drones about. So if you're mad or in a rage, get yourself on the community page, the Isle of Axholme community page. We parties on a Sunday when I've got work to do. The music is awful, it's been going on since 2. There's speed traps and roadblocks and we've got potholes too. Cash machines on diggers and the co-ops are breeding too. So if you're mad or in a rage, get yourself on the community page. We've got Jehovah's Witnesses not celebrating Christmases, and the council have admitted that the roads have not been gritted. So if you're mad or in a rage, get yourself on the community page, the Isle of Axholme community page. The Isle of Axholme community page. The Isle of Axholme community page. Cheers. Nice little ditty. Yeah, I've got a pile of songs here. I'm just rattling through them. How you do? This is a song that I might release it as a single. I haven't quite made my mind up yet. It's a couple of years old now, but I've never got around to really recording it or anything like that. But it's called. Oh, there's a little story about it actually. There's we were watching Glastonbury, and my eldest daughter Brooke was I can't remember what happened. I asked her what she'd be like when she were old. What do you think you'd be like when you're older, Brooke? And she says, when I get old, I'm going to be beautiful like Bananarama. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to write a song about that. So this is called When I Get Old, I'm Going to Be Beautiful Like Bananarama. And it goes like this. Here we go. When I get old, I'm gonna be beautiful like Bananarama. I'm gonna wear crop tops on top of the pops and holiday like Judith Chalmers. I hope I'm old before I die, being like the rest of my generation. I don't wanna dance with the spirit in the sky, you can take or leave temptation. I don't wanna be a candle in the wind down under Baby Jane. Let's stay together and give it up for our eternal flame. When I get old, I'm gonna be beautiful like Bananarama. I'm gonna wear crop tops on top of the pops and a holiday like Judith Chalmers. I should have known better, I'm all cried out, I've lost my self-control. You're a smooth operator with your love letter and I'm hanging on the telephone. We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. We love rock and roll so suddenly we are walking on sunshine. When I get old, I'm gonna be beautiful like Bananarama. I'm gonna wear crop tops on top of the pops and holiday like Judith Chalmers. I feel for you, they don't know that I'm wide for sound. You're the inspiration, don't go, I'm gonna tear your playhouse down. She said, this is the day love will tear us apart. I'm on my way, but will you let me stay? Modern love needs a good heart. When I get old, I'm gonna be beautiful like Bananarama. I'm gonna wear crop tops on top of the pops and hold you like Judith Chalmers. Robert De Niro's waiting for love in the first degree. He was really saying something about love, truth and honesty. Robert De Niro's waiting for love in the first degree. He was really saying something about love, truth and honesty. When I get old, I'm gonna be beautiful like Bananarama. I'm gonna wear crop tops on top of the pops and hold you like Judith Chalmers. When I get old, I'm gonna be beautiful like Bananarama. I'm gonna wear crop tops on top of the pops and hold you like Judith Chalmers. Na na, na 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 na. Hey hey, goodbye. Na 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 na. Hey hey, goodbye. Hey, I got through it just. I don't play it very often, that one, but I just about survived that one. Yeah. We got next. We got the Owl and the Dolphin. This is a story, song I wrote about a nativity play that my children were involved in, and they came home from school, and told me that they've got some parts for the play, and I said, "Oh, great! What are you going to be? Are you going to be Mary? Are you going to be Joseph?" I said, "No, I'm going to be." My eldest said, "I'm going to be an owl, Dad." All right. I said, "Oh, right, and Rowan, what are you going to be?" She said, "Well, I'm going to be a dolphin." Now, nativity plays have changed since I was at school. I know that. Anyway, this is called The Owl and the Dolphin. They came home from school with the parts for the play. Dad, we need to make costumes for the big day, and we've got to learn lines and speak loud and clear so the people at the back and them old grannies can hear. And I look at the parts they gave to my children. One is an owl and the other is a dolphin. And owls, they are wise with beautiful eyes, and dolphins are sociable and like to hang out with you all the time. All the time. So we set to the task of making the mask. We've got some foam and we'll make them at home with scissors and glue as best as we are able. There's more glue on our hands and we stuck them to the table. And the dolphin mask is blue, the owl mask is brown. They can see straight forwards but they cannot see down. So don't fall off the stage and land in the front row. Or you could pick your nose, you know, nobody would know. And I look at the stage and I can see my children. One is an owl and the other is a dolphin. And owls, they are wise with beautiful eyes, and dolphins are sociable and like to hang out with you all the time. All the time. The owl and the dolphin. All the time. Thank you. I hit a duff chord there somewhere. It threw me off a little bit. Anyway, yeah, that's that one. All the bands we've got. I'm just looking at the time. I've done about 15 minutes. So I've got a few more songs to do. This is next one. It's called All the Bands My Mates Can't Stand, and it's quite self-explanatory. Really. It's all the bands that my mates don't like. And this got to number 2 in the Dandelion Radio Festive 50, which I'm very proud of. Did ever so well. Yeah. Yeah, here we go then. We'll do this one. Roxy music make me lose it. That's the band that I can't stand. So I asked my mates which bands they hated. This is how they retaliated. They said R.E.M. and Boney M, Mumford and Sons and M&M. You two keen and simple minds are not my pals' favourite kind. Flaming Lips and Eurythmics, these are the bands that my mates picked. Rolling Stones and the Ramones, when Take That play you'll hear the groans. Foo Fighters, Prince and Pretty Babs, Smith's Joy Division and The Clash, ABC and New Model Army, Oasis turn my mates balmy. All the bands my mates can't stand, it's safe to say, but they're not fans. If they're in town they'll not be there, it's safe to say. They'll be elsewhere, they'll be painting a wall, or they'll be washing their hair, brushing a dog or mending a chair. All these bands can get on the bike, it's all the bands my mates don't like. Elbow Rush, Queen and D-Ream, Muse and Ocean Colour Scene, Mr. Misters, Scissor Sisters, Pet Shop Boys and Twisted Sister, Fine Young Cannibals, Steps and the Animals, Nickelback, Slipknot, Sleaford Mods, Razorlight, Texas, ABBA and Coldplay, Wet 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 and UB40. All the bands my mates can't stand, it's safe to say. They're not fans. If they're in town they'll not be there, it's safe to say. They'll be elsewhere, they'll be painting a wall, or they'll be washing their hair, brushing the dog or mending a chair. All these bands can get on the bike, it's all the bands my mates don't like. Duran Duran, Colonel Abrams, Cradle of Filth and Pearl Jam, Sex Pistols, Sherlock's, Bring Me the Horizon. You may find the list surprising. Bon Jovi, Little Mix, Thin Lizzy, Bucks Fizz, Blue Vulture Carters, Slade and the Darkness, Manic Street Preachers, Red Hot Chili Pipers. It took me ages to write this. All the bands my mates can't stand, it's safe to say. They're not fans. If they're in town they'll not be there, it's safe to say. They'll be elsewhere, they'll be painting a wall, or they'll be washing their hair, brushing a dog or mending a chair. All these bands can get on the bike, it's all the bands my mates don't like. Then someone came in with a suggestion to hide the shame, the name I won't mention, Steve Dale. They suggested me, Pete Drake. It must be some kind of big mistake I could easily have got very upset. Then I remembered predictive text. They probably tried to type White Snake and auto-corrected to Pete Drake. All the bands my mates can't stand, it's safe to say. They're not fans. If they're in town they'll not be there, it's safe to say. They'll be elsewhere, they'll be painting a wall, or they'll be washing their hair, brushing the dog or mending a chair. All these bands can get on the bike, it's all the bands my mates don't like. Yay! I got through it. Just about. Just about. Can you hear all the birds? Okay, I've got my window open. I can hear birds outside. They're all singing along, I think. Which is nice. Right. Oh, put that on very well. We'll do this one next. I've got a couple left. I'm hoping my video, I ain't got much storage on my camera, so I'm hoping it doesn't run out. If it does, I'll have to patch it together. Right, this is a song off the Pete Drake Project album that I wrote last year. Wrote it for other artists to record some of my songs. So basically I didn't have any recording costs or anything like that. It was alright, it's a good album. It's still for sale, you want to buy it. And this is a song off it, it's called We Put Them in a Rocket, and it's about sending people up into space. Here we go. We put them in a rocket and we send them into space with freeze-dried spaghetti to last them 30 days. They're waving to their loved ones and they're acting very brave, putting on their spacesuits and having one last shave. But a doo doo dee 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 doo. Boo doo 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 doo. Boo doo 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 doo. Boo doo 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 doo. They're blasted into air at 8 kilometers a second, killing round the planet like it's bent like David Beckham. They're pooing in a cup and they're peeing in a bottle. Be careful with that lever, it makes it go full throttle. We put them in a rocket and we send them into space with freeze-dried spaghetti so they can fill their face. We're waving to their loved ones and they're acting very brave, putting on their spacesuits and having one last shave. We put them in a rocket and we send them into space, doing lots of research to save the human race. They flags up on their spaceship with the country's origin, so if they bump into an alien, they know where they're from. We put them in a rocket and we send them into space with freeze-dried spaghetti to last them 30 days. They're waving to their loved ones and they're acting very brave, putting on their spacesuits and having one last shave. In 2032 we'll be sending them to Mars, spreading our pandemics right across the stars. We're building hospitals for the very sick and building space asylums for the lunatics. We put them in a rocket and we send them into space with freeze-dried spaghetti to last them 30 days. They're waving to their loved ones and they're acting very brave, putting on their spacesuits and having one last shave. We put them in a rocket and we send them into space with freeze-dried ice cream so they can fill their face. They'll be writing in the diaries that the views are very nice and logging an experiment of laboratory mice. We put them in a rocket and we send them into space, freeze-dried spaghetti to last them 30 days. We're waving to their loved ones and they're acting very brave, putting on the spacesuits and having one last shave. Do 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 do. They'll be sleeping vertically for 6 hours of the day, or is it night time? It's very hard to say. They look out of the window to pass the time away, dreaming of their home on their expensive holiday. We put them in a rocket and we send them into space with freeze-dried spaghetti, it'll last them 30 days. They're waving to their loved ones and they're acting very brave, putting on the spacesuits and having one last shave. Cheers, just about got through that. It's hard work. When you haven't played for a while, you forget how easily it is to forget things and mess things up. Never mind. I'm gonna do 2 more songs, I think. I ain't actually got the. I'll blag my way through this one. This is another song off the Pete Drake project. This is Not All the Time. A band called the Bratislava Dugouts recorded this one. Hopefully I'll remember how to play it. Here we go. I said, she's mine. She said, not all of the time. I'm joining dots with straight lines. She said, not all of the time. I took off my shoes. I sat on the floor. I was feeling at home, but not anymore. She said she's mine. I said not all of the time. I'm joining dots with straight lines. She said not all of the time. Take all your things, get out of the door. The offer was there, but not anymore. When you get there, let me know. Our paths have been broken and you had to go. I said, she's mine. She said, not all of the time. I'm joining dots with straight lines. She said, not all of the time. Not all of the time. Not all of the time. Cheers. Right, my last one, and this is another song from the Pete Drake project. It's called The Girl from the Science Cafe. Thank you for listening, and enjoy the rest of Epworth Music Day. And my name's Pete Drake. Get on my Facebook page, Pete Drake Music UK, and give it a like and a follow, and you can keep up to date with all the exciting things that I have planned for the rest of the year. Here we go then. I came here looking for answers. I walked in through the side door. The ceiling had stars and I could see Mars and the girl from the Science Cafe. I came here because I was hungry. They let me waste some of my day. A place full of hope, I needed a code, said the girl from the Science Cafe. I saw you clenching your coffee. You were shaking and hiding your face. Life ain't too great when you're prone to mistakes, like the girl from the Science Cafe. The tables were aligned like the planets. I was Jupiter while she sat at the sun. I've not got much hope for my telescope and the girl from the Science Cafe. They say the galaxy holds all the answers. They say there's life other than ours. It's the space in between. Things are not as they seem. with the girl from the Science Cafe. The girl from the Science Cafe. The girl from the Science Cafe. Thank you very much. My name is Pete Drake. Have a great virtual festival. Or Epworth Music Day.